Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and for today's video, it's gonna be another a day in the life working in IT. So I will be showing you some of the tasks and responsibilities that I do at work and what kind of tickets we get and what the typical task that I do in my current job. I'm also going to be talking about why working in IT can be boring most of the times, because I think you have seen me doing projects like networking projects, which is really cool, but that's not all we do, and we don't really do a lot of projects most of the time. Sometimes it just happens that we get exciting ones like that maybe once a year, but on a daily basis we just do like repetitive tasks and really a lot of boring tasks. So if you are trying to pursue a career in IT, or you are just curious in what my job responsibilities is, please keep on watching, and without further ado, let's get started with today's video. Okay, so a few of the things that I remember on top of my head that I have to do is fix a phone issue. We have an IP phone issue that is not working, so I'm gonna try to replace that. Then I do have onboarding. So we have 2 interns that are gonna start to work next week, so I am gonna process their accounts and make sure that they have their credentials when they come in here. Okay, so first thing that I'm gonna do this morning is to tackle the phone issue. I'm here in the desk where the issue is, and I'm gonna check the port first and see if it has the correct configuration for it. So I have my Lynx printer here. This is what we use to grab the port interface for the switch here. I just needed the port number, and I'll check if it was configured correctly, if it's configured properly with the voice VLAN and such. So this is the phone that's having issues. It is just saying connecting, so it's supposed to of course show that it's connected and show all the extensions in here. So after plugging in the Ethernet cable to the Lynx printer, it seems that I can't get connected and get the information. Okay, so first of all, I just noticed that it's not lighting up, so the port is probably shut or dead. So let's just check on that. So while I'm checking the port under the desk, we can get started on the reasons why IT can be boring at times. So IT roles often involve repetitive tasks such as troubleshooting similar issues or performing routine maintenance, and this can lead into sense of monotony. So sometimes I really feel that I'm just doing the same things over and over again for years, and if you're working in tech or in IT, that can be really boring. So the port is most likely dead or shut down because I've checked the cable and it's working. So this is kind of trickier because I have to trace where the port is patched in to the switch, and in our building it wasn't really properly set up. So here we are at the closet where the port is connected to the switch, and look at this beauty right here. It's so stressful to look at. So this got me so stressed, and this is decades of not doing best practice. It's really tough to trace the cable physically in here, but we will try. So going back to why working in IT can be boring, another reason is the lack of creativity. So certain IT roles may involve following predefined processes and protocols, leaving little room for creative expression. So if you are a creative person, sometimes in IT you can't really express your creativity because there are always set of rules and protocols to follow, and sometimes there really is no creative outlet working in IT. Okay, so after spending time physically tracing the cable, we even use a toner in here. We finally found the port, and we found out that it is a bad port, so we just decided to move it to an available port, and that was finally working properly. So sometimes we get some network device issue like the IP phone issue, but not all the time, but this is how we usually deal with it. Okay, so another reason why working in IT can be boring is because of slow-paced environments. So in some organizations, especially small businesses, IT may be slow-paced with minimal challenges or opportunities for growth. So this can make the work less stimulating for individuals seeking more dynamic environments. Hence, it feels boring when you do this on a daily basis, especially if you've been doing this for years. So lately, we have been getting more and more tickets that our business phones have been losing access to our corporate Wi-Fi. So we are also dealing with that issue. So far we have like 3 to 5 phones that have that issue. I think we have issue with our system. We use the Jamf system and they are not pushing the commands for the Wi-Fi certificate. Okay, so the last reason that I could think of why it's sometimes boring to be working in IT is isolation. So some IT jobs may require individuals to work alone for extended periods, especially if you have been working from home. So there's limited social interaction that can contribute to boredom. Also, in my case, being the only girl usually in our IT team, I also feel isolated because most of the time I feel out of place talking to all of the guys because of course guys talk differently, and yeah, that's why I just feel isolated sometimes because I feel that I can't really socialize that much with my team. So sometimes I really don't feel that motivated at work. Okay, so that's it for today's video. That's some of the responsibilities and tasks that I've done, and I hope that you enjoyed watching today's video. If you have other additional reasons why working in IT can be boring, you can also add that by leaving a comment down below. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.